So most Terror Squad fans know the story about Fat Joe and Liza Rios having issues, and Joe claims that he gave the rights to Big Pun back to the family out of the kindness of his heart. Some people still don't realize that Liza took him to court and had to fight for it. I broke down the court documents in a video a few years back, and I'll include the link to that in the description. Well, recently Cuban Link and Benzino did a live together where Benzino spoke on how Chris Rivers, aka Baby Pun, used to be in a group with Benzino's son called 3 Down, and they had to deal with Interscope. During this time, Fat Joe caught wind of this and he had a meeting with Benzino where he asked Benzino not to work with Liza Rios. Man, roll the clip.
This is before the MOB deal, the MOB. You know what I'm saying? So you was just dead. And I remember, you just being a stand-up dude, enough of a stand-up dude that, even Chris was getting blackballed at the time. And Liza, because of Liza and, her dealings with Joe, business. Joe was already doing the trickery shit to her. And she wasn't too savvy in the business world. So, she started realizing this nigga right here is trying to jerk me, which he was, you know what I'm saying? And then she landed something with you. It was your son, little Benzino. It was, what was the singing guy? The little James.
James. Little James just hit me in my messaging yesterday.
I remember James.
That's crazy, Cuba. You got a good memory.
Baby Chris, and they got that on their own. It had nothing to do with me. Y'all did that on your own. So then I got a wind of it. Liza called me up. Yo, listen, I need you to, help the baby. He got to deal with the thing. Pen something down.
They were 9 years. Look,
hell yeah.
Okay, so hold on, slow. So let me take it up to there. You stop now. Let me take it.
Yeah.
So Ray had a video on the Lower East Side. My son Ray. So he was 7 years old. Shine like my son. Case sung on the hook. We brought everybody down there with their kids. I remember God rest Jam Master Jay had his son. Kiss brought his son, who's way older now. Guru, God rest the dead, brought his son. Romeo, a bunch of fathers and sons. It was a father-son song.
Father-son,
So that's when I met Liza, Pun, the two girls. You know what I'm saying? And James came from Boston with his parents. So I just remember I was fucking with Vince Herbert at the time. Remember, Tamar's husband, Vince, who was at the time, we had deals with Sony. He had deals with a bunch of people.
Yeah, you was on your business. You was in your business thing. You definitely.
No, I just because Ray did that song, when I seen them, and then Christopher spit for me. He spit for me at the video when we was eating. It was a break. And he was, I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, he had the punch swag. He had the punch swag already.
No. I didn't even know he fucking rapped. Whatever rap he said that night, and he was big. He had the braids.
He looked like Pun. He looked like Pun. I remember.
I said, yo, I got goosebumps.
The gap on his tooth. Yeah.
I got goosebumps. Right? I'm sitting there, because I never got to formally meet Pun because the one time we had paid him to do a feature, but I was out of town. David and went up there and met him he was on a school bus with a bunch of niggas in the back of a school bus, and they brought him the money, and him and Mace did it. But back to this. Right. So Pun spitting, and I'm like, yo, my mind's working. Lil James starts singing. We in the cafeteria of a school. That's where we shooting the video on the Lower East Side in the projects. So I was like, yo, man, we need to keep in touch. One thing led to another. I got together. I went to Jimmy Iovine. This is before the Eminem shit, right? Jimmy says, I love him to death. I want to sign him for $800,000. I was like, what? So look, you're not supposed to give no money until you get a lawyer from New York and LA. If you can get a lawyer because they're kids, that's the rules. Jimmy gave half the money, like $400,000 up front, right?
Hey,
now look, I didn't take no money. I split 3 ways between my baby's mother, Ray's mother, because we had broke up.
I believe you.
Liza, because Liza and them at the time were fucked up.
Yeah.
All right, and we're gonna get into that.
I remember that.
And little James, and they were fucked up because they had they was living in New Bedford. New Bedford, you know what I'm saying? New Bedford's real street. So
shout out to his mom too, James' mom too. She was.
Remember, she was wild.
Yeah, wow, but good.
Wow, James' mom was wild. You know what I'm saying?
That was wild shit. That's too tough.
Oh God. So look.
She was extra dope. She was wild, but
so now she was. But now we're at the studio, and that's when you came. Liza's coming. That's when you came. Now Liza was with.
But you invited me too, like you.
Yeah, hell yeah. I was like, fuck. I told Liza. I was like,
you know, at that time too, I'm on my defense.
I felt good as shit.
I don't know. I can't trust niggas. So you know what I'm saying? I'm like, let me see. But you know what? He's helping out my family. That's my family. You know?
I'm like, come on, let's go. Let's make this album dope.
And I tell you,
let's make it dope.
Man. Thank you for doing this. And
listen.
I joined the team.
We had a whole team, nigga. That everything was going good. And then so I remember I get a call from Macho through Dave. through Dave.
They kicked him out too. You know that, right? He's not even in the
No.
Yeah, Joe.
No.
He robbed him.
No.
Yeah.
Yo, let me tell you something. Nobody could be more loyal to Joe than what?
He had a lot of baloney smokers that was with him. Macho used to take his, wipe his sweat on stage.
Do you understand? Because Macho would deal with Dave when it came.
Yeah.
Whatever it was we had to do with the music, Macho was on point. But anyways, we get the call that Joe wanted to talk to me about this. And mind you, me and you, like, we work in the studio now. We're like, we get motion, like we feel it. Everybody's good.
Yeah, we on the artistry. We love the fact that the kids are doing it. We were like,
niggas got lives in them, got money. She's happy.
Even
you know what I'm saying?
Nelly was in your studio. Remember, Nelly was in your studio.
They moved. Yeah, he loved the kids.
Yeah.
Because Vince really was bringing them around, and it was crazy. Benny Boom did the first video in the Bronx Tale. They got the real gangster niggas from the movie
with the bus.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, the same bus. They spent like $200,000 on the video in the scope. Everything was going good. So Joe, I was in Miami, and Macho told Dave that Joe wanted to meet with me. So I'm thinking he's gonna be like, yo, this is dope, Zeno. This is, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro, this is big. Like, cause I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
So I go meet him at the Raleigh Hotel on the beach. So I go into the, cause Joe, you know what I'm saying? It's like all we needed was like the Godfather music playing, like, so Joe's sitting on the chair. It's a conference room of the Raleigh Hotel. I went by myself, and it's a conference room at the Raleigh Hotel. So it's a big empty room, but he's in a chair in the middle of the room.
Okay, so he said that.
I'll never forget this, right? Yeah. So I said, oh, this is different. You know what I'm saying? I said, okay. So Macho said, yeah, come in. So he's like, man, she's not a good person, man. He starts going into the thing, and he started saying something about her dating puns, people.
Of course, you gotta use the worst thing ever. Yeah.
Listen. My thing is this, and I said, look, I stopped him. I said, bro.
That's a bitch ass nigga to do.
Hold on.
If that's first thing he say that to you, though?
No. He made it clear. He made it clear to me that they was not fucking with each other, all right?
Yeah, but for him to tell you that story, it's more even disgusting.
He said that. He did. But I knew it already, but I don't give a fuck.
That's business. You're doing business.
People listen, at that time, Liza and them was fucked up. Yeah. I love Liza. But at that time, she was down on her shit. And at the end of the day, and you know what I'm saying? Like, this to me, in my mind, because the kids, I love the kids. The girls, like, they look, and you know what? One thing about them kids, they don't smile a lot, right? It took a while for me to be around them a lot for them to start smiling. You know what I'm saying? They was serious kids, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they don't, but then they started breaking down into my kids. It was dope, yo.
Once they start doing that, you see the beauty in everything.
But they felt comfortable around you. We was a family when we was having studio sessions. We had something going good.
I was in a sideline like this. About this.
Nah, this was, bro.
I don't want nothing ever except to see them smile. That's my only reward that I ever in anything that I ever did. Even there. Remember I wrote that. See my mom.
Yo, you wrote it. Yo, my nigga, they had hits.
Thank you.
They had hits. Y'all niggas was killing it.
That was crazy. They was gonna be out of here. They was gonna be out of here with those songs. And then,
Okay, but wait a minute. Now wait. Okay, now I'm gonna take responsibility for the deal not happening because then I got into the beef with Eminem and Jimmy dropped him. So I'm gonna take that responsibility. That was on me.
You believed in them. I believed in you. Whatever.
That was on me.
First. You got them bread. You try to make it happen. I understand what happened with you.
I just didn't know. But Joe, I didn't know there was. I never knew. Liza would mention certain things. But I would even tell her, look, I don't want to get in the middle of that. We here now. Let's get this money. When Joe mentioned it at the hotel, it was a little uncomfortable, right? But at the same time, I'm like, this is what I told him. I said, man, they need the money. I said, whatever you and Liza got ain't got nothing to do with me. Cause you know what I'm saying? I said, but the kids. I'm like, let's just think about this. I told him this. I said, let's think about this. This is the kids. I said, these are Pun's kids.
What he said?
Let's just think of it like that. So I don't remember how it ended, but I know he wasn't too happy. He wasn't too happy with it. He wasn't too happy with it.
Did he do one of these faces
I just remember when he started. He was, he gave me one of these things. Man, she's not too much of a good person.
That was something for him to go. You know what? You're a man for real, man. You know what? Let's try to make it work together. Let me join in the team. If a real nigga would have said that to you, but if he obviously didn't do that, he did the opposite, right? He did. Well,
I didn't know. I didn't know he was trying to tell me, and I stopped him because I don't want. All I want to do was just because again. This was a good thing to get my baby mama with Ray cool. This was a good thing to get Liza and his kids some money and Lil James. And I was already getting money. And I didn't need anything. I was doing this
That was dope. They didn't even do that in hip hop in a while. Like that was perfect. The timing, it was everything. Like they all look like y'all, like the fathers at the end of the day. Like, you know,
man, we was set to go. Things happen, man.
In the past, Joe blamed Jelly Bean Benitez for Pun's family not receiving payments from Pun's royalties.
When the accountant tells me, yo, you ran out of money, you ain't got much. When I go out there and finally try to get my publishing, because I got jerked for 15 years, me and Big Pun, by a fellow Latino named Jelly Bean Benitez. He robbed us. For the first 15 years of our lives and not publishing, the man robbed us.
But after the lawsuit, it was clear that Joe was actually responsible for paying Pun's family. And now with Benzino coming out and telling this story, it's clear Joe did not want Pun's family to eat. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Put your thoughts down in the comments and make sure you like and subscribe and stay connected with Panda Chop TV. Peace!
Panda Chop.
Panda Chop.
Panda Chop.
Panda Chop. Panda Chop. Panda Chop.
Panda Chop.